What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome. Another one. And you know what? It pains me to say this to an extent, but I can't even be surprised. I can't even be surprised at this point. It's things that we've said on the channel. It's things that we've reiterated aren't the problem. And it's the same thing over and over again, and we're just watching it happen, and we're acting surprised that it's happening. So before we get into the match review, before we start laying the panel in, before we get into everything, be sure to smash up the like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also be sure to check out the links in the description to support other content creators as well as myself and my other content, and then memberships. There's 4 different tiers starting at 99p. I suggest you go check it out. Plenty of good stuff there, and it helps out the channel tremendously. And if you got those emotes, let's see them in the chat, please. Would be nice to see those today. But yeah, guys, it's the same thing, the same problems, the same exact thing. The only difference is different coach. Different coach. Oh, Maresca would have lost this. Oh, Maresca would have done this. Oh, da-da-da-da. Okay. Great. We went into a perfect record in the league up until we got to Leeds. So what is it? 6 games with 4 wins and 2 draws. And what's the damning stat today? Let's actually look at it real quick. Let me look at this. What is today's damning stat? Oh, here it is. Chelsea have dropped a league-high 19 points from winning positions in Premier League this season. Also have a league-high 6 red cards. All right, let's start this match reaction. Again, can I really be surprised? Not really. I can't, because we've done this. I already knew the problem wasn't going to change when you got rid of the manager. I like Rossinier, I do, but he's not ready at this level. I'm not blaming him necessarily for today's game. There are some faults, we'll talk about it. But there's just frustrations I have with the manager not paying attention to the mistakes of the managers of the past and persisting with certain players. Let's get into it. Quick match summary today. Pretty much starting 11 that included, it was a relatively strong starting 11. Obviously, they had some time off, which I don't disagree with. These players have been playing nonstop since Club World Cup, and we've said it multiple times here on the stream. This player looks tired. Caicedo's not at his best, yada, yada, yada. So let's not rewrite history and try to say, oh, they should have never taken time off. This is what it looks like, the complacency. Brother, let me remind you that at Leeds, we also capitulated much worse than this with 11 men on the pitch. Just a reminder, right? But that doesn't excuse anything. At the end of the day, after you rest up, after you recharge your batteries physically and mentally, you need to come to this game fucking prepared. You need to come to this game fucking prepared because you understand that we're in a top 4 race. But regardless, I am digressing. I'm already into my rant mode, and I haven't even said the fucking lineup. Okay? Pretty much the strong starting lineup you would assume. Except, at left back, what I feared was going to happen was, once again, a manager not trusting in the youngster who actually plays left back, in Hato. Who, you could say what you want, not good enough, whatever, but at least Hato looks better at left back because he's naturally a left back than Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto today, questionable performance. We'll put it nicely, questionable. And then on top of that, he's got to be partnered with Pedro Neto. Chalobah in that pivot with Wesley Fofana. And I was surprised considering maybe Mamadou Sarr gets another chance after having a pretty brilliant performance against Hull. Dominant performance. Abadi Ashile, first season under Potter-esque performance. But we're staying with Chalobah. And you know what? Center back partnerships. I'm all about it. It's against Burnley, but you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens, right? And so, first half, we're doing relatively well. Like we're in control of the game. We're creating opportunities. We're looking fresh. We're looking alive, and it doesn't take us long to get on the scoreboard. Not long at all. And it comes from a brilliant, I gotta say, a brilliant pass from Moises Caicedo over to Neto on that left-hand side. And then Neto, finally, and I'll be honest today, guys, Neto didn't even have a bad game today. He was relatively good, but there's still things in his games that frustrates the fuck out of me. And we'll go over that. But goes in left side to Neto, and Neto crosses it, and João Pedro's there. Puts his whole body into it. It goes in. Just barely, but it goes in. Right? And great, João Pedro's still scintillating form. One of the positives of today, that João Pedro, again, continuing his form of GNA. He's been on fire in these past run of fixtures, and I hope that he continues into Arsenal, and it continues into the next fixtures that we're going into, because they're going to be tough fixtures. So we need someone, please, that could stand out. Esteval, hamstring injury. He's not going to be available for a little bit. So, good to see that we score a goal. But after that, people, the 30 minutes after that goal was an absolute snooze fest. Absolute snooze fest. We turned off at that point. And let me tell you, when we turned off, it became blatantly noticeable just how shit Burnley actually are. Burnley are so bad. These guys struggle to string any passes together. Very few moments for Burnley today to get a chance to score a goal. And their most dangerous moments came from set pieces we conceded later in the game. Oh, we'll get to that part. So we go into the halftime. And no changes made. Same lineup. And, oh man. Oh, and I forgot to mention. How could I forget to mention this? In the first half, right? We had a chance to go up another goal. And, yeah. This happened. Palmer misses this. Very Jackson-esque behavior from Palmer today. And that might... Man. Not running in the snow, by the way. I'm not talking about that. It's totally something different. But yeah, second half, man, same old. And at this point, like we look a lot more mute. We're not really making much of any chance or any attacks. We're going heavily on the Malo Gusto side, which today looked absolutely dysfunctional. So as much as I want to say Enzo Fernandez wasn't really involved in today's game, I can't even blame him because look who he's partnering with. When Cucurella's there, you notice Enzo Fernandez is much more involved in the game. When Gusto is, it's a dud. So a lot of chances coming from that side. And touchy Palmer. Oh my days. We'll get to that soon. Yeah. Second half. I mean, listen, Neto looked okay today. I can't really harp on him too much, but the one thing I keep seeing from Neto that pisses me off is this fucking bullshit. Bro, please. It's literally every time with these players, nothing pisses me off more than you get a simple little hit on the hip and you're like, ref, call the hospital. It's like, get the fuck up, please. This is one of the senior people in our team. And so when he does it, I start seeing fucking Santo do it. I start seeing Palmer do it. I start seeing Malo Gusto do it. Brother, sometimes you need to just get the fuck up and play the game that's in front of you. Because the ref wasn't giving it all day. This ref was shit, by the way. But I'm not blaming the ref for why we lost. I'm blaming the ref for horrible decision-making on fouls. Enzo Fernandez to falling all the time he gets touched. Brother, get the fuck up and play the goddamn game. What happened to just playing football instead of playing for fouls? And so we get into moments like these where we could probably be in a better position if you just fucking hold physicality instead you're diving for a penalty. Just by getting touched. Look at this. Look at this. He's chilling. He's chilling, bro. Man's looking at his laces. All right. So it's a bunch of bullshit like that happens in the second half. And then eventually. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is it? Where is it? I'm trying to find this fucking clip. Where the fuck is it? Where did I put this fucking... Oh, here it is. Here it is. Wow. Cooking his own fucking demise, bro. This guy, man. This fucking guy. Gets himself sent off. Second yellow. And, yeah, at this point, you already know what this means, people. First of all, I'll mention this. Wesley Fofana, asleep. Asleep today. Doesn't realize you're on a second yellow card and makes a rash tackle like that. Asleep! Asleep, bro! Fofana, wake the fuck up! And because of Fofana, our team now looks like fucking tic-tac-toe board, bro. Oh my god, bro. 9 red cards all season. Welcome to the club, Wesley Fofana. Welcome to the club. Can we make it 10? Can we get how many more we need to make it? Yeah, give me 5 more and we can play Connect 4, bro. Like, this is fucking ridiculous, man. It's fucking ridiculous. Meanwhile, this guy's laughing at men walking in the snow. Oh my god, bro. Get your priorities right. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna say he deserves any of the racist abuse he's getting right now. It's always a shame to hear that and see that happening, especially the week we had. Like, let's cut the shit, bro. Like, we can't be doing this to our players, man. This is ridiculous. But regardless of the fact, brother, you gotta do better than this. You really do. Asleep again. Oh my god. And you know what made it worse? You know what made it worse is the fact that that happens, changes the tide of the game. I'll say that, right? Because what did we learn from United versus Chelsea when Sanchez came off? We learned why commit fully to defense. We're not good at that, and we ended up losing anyways. And you know what happens? Oh, the first sign of great things to come is when I see shit like this. When I see shit like this. This is a perfect embodiment of how I fucking felt when that Tosin substitution came on. Yes! You're making the same mistake, Rosinho. You're doing the same mistakes that Maresca did. Brother, I want to back you, but why? You had Mamadou Sarr there. Why not go for Mamadou Sarr? The guy that gave you a good performance on merit probably deserves to play another game. Instead, you bring on Tosin, who statistically we constantly concede goals with. Oh my God, bro. So he comes in. We start leaning heavily into defense, which we all know at Chelsea is a great idea. We all know. Against Burnley, by the way. I was ridiculing and mocking Arsenal fans this fucking weekend for the fucking shit show they put up against Wolves and how they were begging for a point. And now against Burnley, we're begging for a goddamn win because we're so threatened by them. We have to just lean on all 10 toes to defend. Okay. Well, guess what happened? Not too long, Santos concedes a corner. That corner then leads to the goal in which we lose the win. We don't have 3 points now. Now we're dropping points and we have 1 point.
Every fucking time! Every fucking time!
Thank you, Staffy. I agree. And say what you want. Tosin's marking this guy. Andre Santos. I understand we're a man down. I understand you probably can't mark everyone man to man, but you had a great game, and then this was a stain on it. When you don't keep up with your marker. And Rosenior says it. A marking assignment was missed. I'm not going to throw them under the bus, but there was a player who marked the wrong player. This is the shit that we're dealing with, people. It's players not being ready up here. It's a player mentality issue. It's a player inexperience issue. It's a player quality issue. There's a lot of issues with this team. I'm not going to say Rosenior is scotch-free, right? Because why the fuck are we taking off Reece James, our only leader in that back line, for Josh Acheampong, for Mamadou Sarr? Why are we leaning all defensively and just leaving Liam Delap there? Why not leave an attacker there so that they don't have to fully commit to the attack? And once again, guys, we drop points. And I can't even say like I'm that surprised. I'm really not that surprised. And in that sense too, I'm not really that disappointed. I worked out today. I ate some good food. And I'm having a good time despite Chelsea. But at some point, we did say right here, Scott said it. I think even Ahmed said it. I think everyone on the panel said it, to be fair. At some point, the performances are going to show. And you're not going to be able to get away with just good results. And today showed it. So, big up every single one of you. 1-1. Here's your match review for Chelsea 1, Burnley 1. Smash up the like on your way in. Subscribe to the channel. Big up, guys. What's going on?
What's up, people? By the way, I just have to really, the fact I have to say this, like, fucks me off. If you are defending racism,
oh great,
you're a piece of shit.
You have to say this.
Ahmed, why are you doing that?
Just straight up, if you are trying to,
you know what? Can you record him? Can you record him, please?
No,
that's outrageous.
I should red card you.
As a black man to be getting racist.
Your microphone is mad right now.
Yeah, it's
sorry,
very hard.
You're smart.
The gain on it is like very.
Remember, it's the camera one. It's the camera one.
Let me
Remember,
see.
it's the camera one. Interchange it. It's the camera one. Remember that I was using it on Discord.
Is it really got
I
bad?
like how Ahmed just ruins a serious moment that I'm trying to make with his foolishness.
How is it my fault? It was Chris. It was Chris and Ahmed.
Down, man. The game, bro. Yeah, turn it ever so slightly. We've never had to say this to you before, but down slightly, please, ever so slightly. No, now it's off.
Yeah.
Now it's just off.
It was your hand threw me off.
Much better.
Real Chris is the one that started claiming racism allegations against the black man. You know what I mean? What was that's nasty work from real Chris. How dare you insinuate that I am okay with racism? What is this? Sorry, Scott, please. Let's return to the
If you are defending racism, regardless of performance, you're a piece of shit. Now we may continue.
Just to really add to Scott's point, I want to add to Scott's point here. You know, if you're
No. You
No
know,
one's
you have
when
the
you
smile of a
smile.
guilty person. I'm just saying right now. No.
You can red card me and think of the street for 10 minutes for what I'm about to say if you think it's crazy.
Yeah, don't red card.
Okay? Yeah? Hear me out. At the
I'm
same
so
time,
ready right now.
listen, Wesley Fofana, racism is bad. But sadly, this is also Chelsea. And please, bro,
Okay.
what you trying to eat?
Mad.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
a
I'll
can't
give
help
you
the
yellow.
laughter,
That's all I have to say
because
to you.
it's we have a bad history at this club.
That's what I have to put it like that, bro. You know what I mean?
So,
Because it's
like-
happened to him before. It's happened to him before, but
Yes, he gets it a lot. To be fair, he
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
it
It's
a
just,
lot.
it's just, it's from our fans, I'm guessing, right?
It's
from our
ridiculous.
fans.
Yeah.
But you know, guys, I wanna use a prop. I wanna use a prop today. I've got a prop for the stream today. So this is obviously a ship, yeah. This is a ship, yeah. I want us to look at it. So no, but this is the context.
I'm gonna full screen you. We need to take a good look at this shit.
To say what the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
He's got half a shit.
Is
He's
it
got half a shit.
like that?
You have
No,
half
this
a
is
ship.
a figurine. This is a figurine. This is right, okay.
I know
But
it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a half a
You
ship.
used to say it's skip. It's not a ship. It's half a ship.
Shout out to Assassin's Creed. If you know, you know, right? And now listen, the reason why I showed that ship is because Chelsea is very much like that ship right now, broken, abused, destroyed right now. And let's keep it real, guys. Yeah, every time we think, yeah, the ship is moving right, it's really gonna move in the right direction. You know, it's the Leeds, it's the Burnley. You know, yeah, lads, let's look in.
I think you're being generous. We're just a
Same
plank at this
old
point.
Chelsea. So we decide, you know what, man? Same old Chelsea, man. We just decide we're just gonna revert back to what we do best. And I just, for me, yeah, this story has been repeating for the last 3 years. It's been happening under Poch, it's been happening under Maresca, and it's now happening under Rosinha, bro. Yeah, but you will go
Time is a
1-0
flat
up.
circle, right?
Yeah, but listen, we will go 1-0 up. We will go 1-0 up. Great goal by Joe. Credit to him. We will then struggle, yeah, to then get a second goal. The opposition team starts thinking, oh, we got a little chance here, lads. You know what I mean? We got a little chance here, lads. And then, you know, we then say, you know what, yeah, we like you. You're our guy. We're gonna help you out, yeah. And we usually do that either by having a few bozo moments, or we just get a red card, go down to 10 men and give them a one-man advantage in terms of players. And in this case, we decided to do both. Okay, we decided to get a red card, and then Rosinha decided, you know what? That's not enough for Burnley to get the point. That's not enough. We need to bring on Tosin Adarabioyo. We need to bring him on too. We need to even the score. You know what I mean? And then what do we expect to happen? I don't know what we expect to happen the moment we have Tosin in the team. And
I ain't gonna lie. I have something for this. Hold on. Nowadays, with Big Toast, where the fuck is it? Where did I put it? I'm getting used to this new freaking layout. I don't even know where I put it. Never mind. I ruined it.
Generally, having Tosin on is like having 9 men on the team on the pitch, bro.
They could have got a red card within about 5 minutes of being on.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot
I
about
wanted to know
that.
how the hell he didn't
I
get sent off
forgot
for
about
that.
that.
We were talking about one before Discord, and I don't know why he.
I called it as soon as it happened. I called it a red card somehow.
That's why he lost flight of the football, as he does all the time. My guy is. My guy is 6'4", by the way, and loses flight of the ball on a regular basis.
I'll send it back to Spooky when the ball goes over the top, honestly.
It's just like that without Tosin one. I definitely, with Scott, not Scott, well, and you, Scott, and Oliver, like, it's definitely a red. You don't use your hands to push a player down, especially in a 1v1 situation or in a box, because that can easily be given a red card. I don't know why VAR didn't give us a red card for that, or the ref. Maybe they felt.
To be fair, it's probably one of those of like he might not have been control of the football. He might not have seen it as a foul. But yeah, like if that's given as a foul, that's a red card immediately. So it's just even if even if it's not necessarily a foul, because I think that's the debate. Like when we watched it on Lewis's channel, it was like whether it's a foul or not. If that's given as a foul, it's a red card. So why are you giving the ref an opportunity to potentially give the team another red card, considering we've just had a red card not 5 minutes earlier?
This is one of our leaders,
'Cause that's how
supposedly, right?
I view as a foul. Use your hands to push a guy down in a 1v1 situation here, and it doesn't take much to push a player down.
Yeah, because when we were watching the live replays on the watch along on Discord, Marshall was thinking that maybe the striker was looking for it, but no, it was pushing the back. It was hands on the back.
Well, I wasn't looking for it. I was just more looking like it looked like Tosin was trying to push him off of him because he was leaning into him. But then when you look at the back and you see how he grabbed onto the shirt and pushed him, you see the other arm. It looks a lot worse.
The problem is, but you know what this also comes down to, Marshall, yeah? And this is where you have to criticize Rossini and then obviously the board manager as well, right? Objectively speaking, they usually just throw in these CBs, bro, and they've had barely any match sharpness. Like, when was the last time Tosin played?
That was the big criticism I had. So Tosin's last appearance was Hull. Before that, it was Brentford, like at the start of last month. Why are you bringing on a guy with no match sharpness in a crucial moment?
Like, for me,
Oliver,
like,
I felt like you're bringing on a centre back in general when you lose Fofana. And
No, you should. Saul should have come on in that moment. I'll be honest.
You bring on Sarr. You bring on Sarr, who's been playing at Strasbourg all season and still has a bit of. He has more sharpness than Tosin.
This is the point, though. Yeah, this is the point I want to make right now. That we should. That again, we keep repeating. Maresca did it, and now Rossini is doing it, bro. Why are these brothers not bringing on the young guy? The young guy is clearly going to be better than what we're going to get from Tosin.
I'm gonna be honest. It's not necessarily. I don't think just on the sharpness. I don't think it's a sharpness thing. I think it's a like because Sar's not necessarily fully sharp in a sense of like he's obviously been with the club a while. He's played one game. It's just a talent thing, a quality thing at this point. And yeah, like the only thing you've got to hope is that Rossini learns. Obviously, Maresca kind of did, but didn't at the same time. Hopefully, with his comments after the game, Rossini learns. Because yeah, like there is no point the rest of the season Tosin should touch the pitch unless every other centre back is injured. There's never a moment you need Tosin. Aerially, he's not great, and even if you want to argue aerially, Sar's the same height as him. Problem solved. He's terrible in terms of with his distribution. I'm not trying to hear that anymore. That's massively regressed. Defensively, one-on-one, he sucks. He's not a leader on the football pitch. I don't give a shit about the dressing room. There's not a single reason that anyone can have as to why he should play any more minutes of football for us this season. Not one.
Well, the thing is, for today, people are going to give the excuse he came on after a red card for experience. Well, I can poke holes in that straight away because we then brought on Josh Achimpong and Hato and Sarr. We didn't have Reece James on the pitch in the most crucial moment. So again, where is this experience argument when literally our Champions League winning right back was taken off in that moment?
You have a point right there with Reece James bombing forward.
The problem is, you know, guys, yeah, you know what makes this worse, by the way? I was thinking about this, like, yeah, on my way back from Manchester today. You know, on the train, you know, it's raining on you. You can see the nightlife. You can see the wild horses, you know, in the countryside.
What the fuck is my guy talking about?
You know, I was genuinely thinking about this, yeah. At least with Maresca, I have to respect him for what I'm about to say to you, yeah. At least when it came to the bigger sides, there was a tactic at least there that, you know, we could be competitive and cook with. The problem with Rossini is that I don't know if that exists. So, you know, I'm already going into the next 10 games. Much of extremely tough recruitment. With teams. Not knowing what tactics I'm about to get, bro.
Our only like viable pool of like information to pull from that was Arsenal, and we lost both.
Oh my!
I say, Ahmed, you know what's frustrating as shit about this game as well? All this game is just it. All it is doing, and all it's going to cause.
Hold on. I'm going to address this once and for all because people like to pull this stat like it's a W. Maresca had us 1 win in 9. Maresca also had us 4 defeats in 26. What are you trying to say?
I was gonna say.
I mean, just
Hey,
we can pull out stats to pull our agendas.
Why are we
But
doing
I
this?
don't
The
do it
exact
because
same
I'm not
problems are
shameless.
repeat. The exact same problems are
Once
repeating.
you realize the problem wasn't necessarily just Maresca, I'm not saying he wasn't absolved the problem. Once you realize it's not.
Oliver, to answer your question,
Big
it's
up, my
because
man.
two reasons. Number one, agendas have to agendas, and retard have to retard. Like that's what it is, bro. Like on a genuine, serious note.
Oh, that question was purely rhetorical, bro. I know.
Like I'm gonna be honest, all this
looking for
game
them.
does,
We're looking for them in
all
chat.
this game does is cause us to have to speak about the same shit again. Like I am so tired of talking about the same shit again. I'm so tired of having to go back to the fact of we have dog shit centre backs. I'm so tired of talking about how bad they are. I'm so tired of talking about how ineffectual some of our midfield is and how slow we are in build-up under a different manager. By the way, on the manager thing, I thought we had issues in build-up under Maresca and not under Rosinha. Cool, that's. I'm glad that's dead, done, finished, finito with this game. 20 minutes of good play and then 20 minutes where all we did was play down the wing. But I thought that was only a Maresca issue. Gusto inverting today, fantastic. Really glad to see that. Anyway, thought that wasn't going to be an issue. Still an issue under Rosinha. Still a lack of creativity in certain areas. Obviously, we still had a chance to say should finish, and we'll talk about that. I tried telling people when the Rosinha thing came in, and it happened, and we saw games, there was not that much difference. There was a few changes, like we play a little bit quicker in games at times. You know, we are less risk averse going forward. But then you see the side effects of that in terms of we're open more at the back with our terrible defense, which I think is just the way we should play anyway. Like we see today, you can't defend anyway. You can't defend leads. You can't defend set pieces. You can't defend in moments. Just try and outscore teams. Do Liverpool before they got Van Dijk. Try and beat teams 4-3 or 3-2 or 2-1. Try and outscore teams because at least you've got guys in João Pedro and obviously Palmer normally, but not today. And you know, Enzo, even though he was anonymous today, you've got guys who can score goals, at the very least. Stop trying to play for 1-0s because we can't fucking defend.
That's the thing that pisses me off.
I'm also tired
we've done this already this season.
And the other thing I'm tired about, just quickly, Marshall, I'm also tired about talking about recruitment, which we have to do, again. Because either some guys...
That's continuously the problem. If you guys came here for solutions or what the problem is, that's what we're talking about. We keep talking about it. It's a repeat.
It's the same shit. We keep talking about it.
It's a combination of everything, right? It's like the recruitment, the lack of experience, all this. Like, okay, guys, listen. I don't want to make this about Thiago Silva, but tell me right now. Tell me right now.
Damn, you always mention Thiago.
I'm gonna change it to someone else. Right? We're gonna be a little creative today. If that was Emerick Laporte, if that was Rudiger today, if that was oh my God, what's another center back?
I didn't
Marquinhos.
Kovacic, like even for like that runner, I think Kovacic.
If that was, I don't know,
a younger Kovacic.
PK came out of retirement, you're telling me that we're going to defend a set piece like that? That the leadership that they brought in is going to let this happen? Where what's his face? Filler, what's his name? Fuller, whatever the fuck. Fleming gets a free goal like that. You think that leadership is going to allow that to happen?
Marshall, I love how you mentioned Marquinhos there because that is exactly his trajectory as a player. It's exactly what we should have. We should have quality next to one of these centre backs who actually has potential to get better. I'm not talking about your Chalobahs and Tosins. Get them gone. We're looking at Levi and Josh as the two young ones. They are your Marquinhos. We need our Thiago Silva at PSG.
And that's the thing, like, again, I'm trying to say that Thiago Silva is going to change our season or that, you know, he was going to impact it and the team was going to bolster up defensively amazingly. I'm just saying, if Tosin's on that bench and you're relying on leadership, I'd rather 10 other defenders that are near retirement or also quote-unquote experience. I'd take Koulibaly. I would have much preferred Koulibaly came in those last 5 minutes or 10 minutes of the game than Tosin.
I remember the one game where like, I think he got locked over.
No, Koulibaly would not. Koulibaly's leadership is much better than Tosin.
Koulibaly was
Koulibaly
Koulibaly got spun in front of me, Marshall. I know that guy was washed when I was watching him.
Koulibaly,
Okay, please respect. Let's respect. Listen,
I'd rather
Koulibaly's man.
Koulibaly.
Koulibaly's my serious. Koulibaly is a legend.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like talking about Tosin in this game is kind of immaterial, right?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the only reason, look, okay, hold on. You're right, Scott. Let me transition this. Because the reason I bring it up is because obviously the reason this happened is because defensively we were completely disorganized. And Santos in this situation switched off. Which I don't wanna use this to just, take him in the back and shoot him like a horse, right? Like, I don't want to use this to murder Santos. Like, the kid had a good game today, and then in that one moment, boom, just fell asleep. It happens. Just
I can't lie. I think yes, Santos loses, man, but honestly, I think the defending for the set piece in general is a joke. I don't get this. I hate zonal marking with a passion. You've got one of the tallest players on their team in Fleming, who's a striker who's good aerially, being marked by Santos, who's 5'8". Like, again, it's just a shit setup. You've got guys not knowing who they're marking. It's a piss poor setup, and I think part of it comes from him just chucking on every defender on at the end, and just everyone's confused about where they're meant to be. But ultimately, we're kind of burying the lead here when it comes to the centre backs, because the biggest issue we have in this team, outside of obviously the experience and quality, we have one what you would call an A centre back, and he's currently out with an ACL. Every other centre back we have is a B centre back. They need an A centre back next to them to be able to play to a good level, to be able to flourish. And you see it today with the absolute moron who cost us this game. Like, people can say what they want about Palmer, cool, he should score, he has some chance he misses. We're still comfortable in that game until fucking Fofana decides to get a red card for literally no reason. Like, two of the stupidest challenges. The second one I'll kind of allow, right? The second one, you're trying to get the ball. I don't know why you're that high in the opponent's half, but you're trying to get the ball, right? The first one, though, Hannibal is running into danger, and you just trip him for no reason. You just dive in for no reason.
That could have been a straight red, low key.
What, this one? Now, this was never a straight red because it's not
high enough.
Not high enough. Yeah, fair enough.
I just don't get why he had to stretch that far. It was in their half as well.
He got
just where's your know-how? You're on a yellow. That's all you need to know. You're on a yellow. Let's calm it down.
This is the first yellow he got.
You literally have a yellow.
No, that's not the first yellow.
Is it?
Oh,
no, this is the challenge.
I don't know.
I didn't see the first yellow, to be honest.
But
the first yellow is in the first half. It's the free kick that Edwards has. It comes from Hannibal picking up the ball in midfield, skipping past Fofana, but running into danger because he's running into where Chalobah is, and Fofana just trips him.
So that's the second one.
Trips him.
Okay, I kind of remember now.
For no reason, by the way, because again he's running into danger. And you asked, why does he dive in on a yellow card, Chris? Because he doesn't think. Because this is Fofana. This is the man with 50 points on his license.
Oh my god, yeah.
Not a serious guy, man.
That's a problem.
This is a guy who went on holiday bro. He went on holiday. He had a week off or a couple of days off. Went on holiday to France and got the flu. This guy's not serious. He's not a serious player. His mentality is not serious, bro. It's not.
I agree.
Serious.
I 100. Listen, you know what? Yeah, you guys have heard me say this season. Let's sell him, because I'm going to be honest, bro. This guy has lost. This guy, he's lost his review mirror to begin with, right?
That's actually sorry.
Yeah, he's lost his review. Good.
I was just gonna say, JC makes a good point, and it's. I don't know if it's how relevant it is. It's just something I've noticed. This brother could have snapped his own knee. Look at that! Look at that leg.
Yeah.
He could have snapped his own knee.
He's an aggressive centre back. Yeah.
No, but bro, look at that leg.
Calm it down, because you're
if he lands awkwardly, by the way, on that challenge, he snaps his own knee again.
But the thing is, okay, if we get rid of Fofana, you have to give me a proven centre back.
I kind of don't want to get rid of him.
Well, listen, you know, Marshall, you keep saying that, buddy, but we know that's not gonna happen. So
hang on,
you
don't.
Fofana.
No,
Fofana's not
wasn't
Fofana. It's Fofana.
Fofana was proven.
I'm being genuinely serious, Marshall. I would play Mamadou Sarr over him and not bat an eyelid.
You don't mean that.
I do mean that. 100%.
I mean, in this current state, I think that's a fact.
Marshall,
You guys are overreacting.
Marshall,
I actually agree.
Marshall,
I actually agree.
let me ask you a
I
question.
want to keep him too, but like, I don't want
No, I
to
don't
be like a confirmed.
No, if he
starter.
gets hurt again, I sell him. But
Marshall,
you got to give me another centre
no,
back.
get rid of him. Let me ask you a question. Take the red card out of it. Before the red card, who was the better centre back today?
Fofana.
No, he was not. No, he was
Yes, he
not.
was.
No, he was not.
Yeah, Fofana was a
think
better
he's
centre
great.
back.
Even
Fofana was
like
having a
his
decent game
passing
until he made this
No,
mistake.
he was
passing-
not. His
some
passing was
of his
was.
was off.
Chalobah was the best centre back on the pitch.
Chalobah had a good block, I remember.
Yeah.
It was not
And Chalobah
even
made a mistake that Fofana had to clean up afterwards. Like, Fofana had a good game today.
not
I mean, Fofana also
even
made
close.
missed passes too today.
And that's the thing, too. Like, again,
I don't think it's
with
a great
Fofana,
game for Fofana.
look at how many of our defenders have gotten red cards today. Fofana's the last
Oh,
one.
reds, yeah.
Yeah,
in
like-
all fairness, Scott's to take the red card out.
I think for me, listen,
It was going to happen eventually with him because it's the nature of the position. But, like, this is
Would
the
you,
thing
Marshall,
is, like,
would
I
you
keep
say that
telling you
about any
guys.
club? Would you say that about any other club that operate at the level we want to operate at? Oh, they're going to get a red card.
I mean,
Would you say that about
for a
any other
centre-back,
centre back at this level?
I
For a
think-
centre-back,
You
it
said-
happens.
We Marshall, we want to operate at where Arsenal are at right now. Obviously, we want to win. You know, they haven't got there yet, but we want to be at that top end of the table. Are you saying that about Saliba or Gabriel?
I mean, it happens to them. I'm pretty sure it's already happened to either of them in their career. Like, this happens.
Well,
As a player, it
In their
happens.
career,
Like,
Marshall, this season it's an
Yes.
epidemic. We are getting so many.
Enough of
We're
Fofana.
we're on. Yeah, but this is a wider team issue. We're talking about Fofana today, but this is a wider team issue. This has to be sorted out on
yeah,
a
no,
wider
I'm not
level.
disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. But
So
in terms of just
overrated.
Fofana, this is why I think you guys are overreacting. Because this season you want to get rid of Tosin. This season you want to get rid of not Acheampong. I mean Badiashile.
Chalobah.
This season you're saying get rid of Chalobah. This season you're saying get rid of Fofana. All right, so we had to get rid of 4 defenders. We need to bring in better defenders. Even Scott goes an inch further, right? He says get rid of Anselmino. At this point, you just want to keep Mamadou Sarr and Acheampong. And let's be realistic. Are these guys going to be perfect for the rest of the season?
Marshall,
Hell no, man. They're going to make mistakes too.
But Marshall, you need to understand, yeah. So sorry, Scott, I need to go because like I've been waiting a little bit, yeah. I am willing. I've said this before. I am willing to burn the house down for another season if it means these young guys that we've got here.
But
can
I
get
don't
through.
trust our recruitment. I don't trust our squad building.
Okay,
This
listen,
is
I
Fofana still.
listen. I don't mind. I don't care. But the problem is right now, Marshall, we are in fucking purgatory. Having Fofana, having Chalobah, having Tosin, you might as well just be in purgatory, bro. You're not going up, you're not going down. So what's the point of having them? It's purgatory.
I think you guys are overreacting. Fofana has more good games this season under his belt than bad games.
Fofana is mid. He's painfully average.
Fofana this season, in my personal opinion, compared to what I was seeing from last season and the season before, has objectively declined. I'm sorry to say that, Marshall.
Okay, but I'm not denying
I'm
that.
not,
But
I'm
also,
not.
all of our center backs have declined. Let's be honest.
No!
No, Scott literally
Yeah,
just
that's
said here
right.
earlier that even the passing at the back from Tosin is no longer existent. That's decline.
Scott, but hang on, Marshall. Scott
Everyone's
explained why.
declined.
Scott explained why. These are all B centre backs. They're all
Yes.
B. We need a Colwill A centre back.
But also, Marshall, it's again. I don't. You cannot tell me that Sarr and Acheampong are worse than him. You can't, and you can try and tell me, and I'll just tell you you're wrong, like straight up. They're not worse.
Acheampong has made 4 errors leading to goal this season alone.
Bro, Fofana's made an error that led to a goal against Newcastle. Same against Napoli. He made at least one error.
Napoli,
He's had this
yeah.
bozo moment. He's had so many bozo moments. He's the same, bro. They're all
You just
fucking
named 3.
I know,
Don't forget Brentford, Marshall, and Brentford.
I need to rewatch these for in
Wait,
order to understand
wait,
what you guys are
But
talking
I
about.
don't know if
wait,
Acheampong's
But
bad,
then again,
I don't
we
know.
go back to this, right? How many errors leading to goal did Chalobah have this season? How many errors leading to goal did Badiashile have this season?
Marshall,
Everyone's
again,
regressed.
I want all of these centre backs outside of Colwill, Sarr, and Acheampong sold immediately.
Yes.
We need 4 centre backs, and those should be 3
That's
of them.
not
You then-
going to happen. That's
But
why
the-
I'm telling you guys it's
Right.
ridiculous. That's why I'm telling you. It's first of all, it's not going to happen because you know our recruitment team isn't going to do that. You know
Bro, I
that.
know
Come
they're
on.
not gonna- yeah, Marshall, again, I know what they're not going to do, bro. I'm not stupid. I know they're not going to do that. I know we're going to get to next season and we're still going to see Fofana be an absolute moron. He's still going to be here. I know that certain guys are still going to be here and they're still going to be shit. We'll get to him later, by the way. Gusto sold. He's still going to be here next season. Don't get twisted. I know that. I'm talking about what needs to be done at this football club to actually progress in a way that makes sense with the model they've built and makes sense for winning shit. We will never win shit with Fofana. He is mid. He is painfully average.
Can I ask you a question, Marshall? Yeah, this is a serious question. All of us here to ask ourselves. Yeah,
sure.
If we still have Fofana in the team, we still have Chalobah in the team. Yeah, and some of these guys that we mentioned right now, are we objectively progressing as a team? I think the answer is quite simply, at least in my opinion, we're not. We're staying the same. That's the fundamental issue, Marshall. Right? That's what I'm talking about, bro.
My worry is that you get rid of that, the floor lowers.
Can I be honest, Marshall? I think low-key we need to lower the floor. I'm gonna be the first to say this. I know you disagree with this, but we need to fucking burn that shit down, bro. I would much rather. I'm telling you, this is Arma's opinion. You may disagree with this. It's all well and good. I can understand that, but I would much rather, bite the bullet. Get stabbed every week. Yeah, maybe if from a temporal mistake and a temporal error, but he improves steadily week in, week out.
At what cost?
Listen, we have to do it at a cost, bro. That's the reality. We need
at an initial cost and then a long-term gain.
Yes, that's
guys. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Even with some of these players you mentioned, what was the lead score last week? Why did we lose last week? Was it because of our offense or because we couldn't defend? Why did we lose today?
I mean, we lost our offense or we couldn't defend. Hold on, Marshall, you're telling me that's a 19-year-old centre back whose last start was nearly over 3 months ago at centre back is making the same errors as a 22-year-old, 200k a week, experienced, quote unquote, because he's played at least 3 seasons in the Prem. Verging on international level centre back. And you're telling me they're not the same level?
Outside of Napoli in this game, yes.
Scott, did you say 22 years old?
The same level.
He's something like that, 21, 22.
He's 25.
Oh my
Fofana's 25.
bro.
Wait, you didn't know he's 25? Oh,
Wesley Fofana's 25 years old.
Yeah, bro. He's got 6 years on him. Get rid of him. Get rid of him, bro.
Marshall, that actually makes the Fofana worse.
We haven't even. Well, I touched on briefly, but we haven't even gone back to, bro. The talent level is almost immaterial. This guy's mentality reeks of piss. This guy's mentality is horrid. I don't want this guy anywhere near our football club in terms of his mentality. It reeks of piss. He's the most unserious guy we have at a football club.
Unironically, Marshall.
I genuinely don't understand it.
Unironically, Marshall, that actually low-key makes Fofana worse, by the way. Because there are guys younger than him that are performing in other teams quite well right now, right? In terms of the centre-back position. And the fact that he's 25, this guy's meant to be entering his prime centre-back period, Marshall. As a centre-back, you're meant to start entering your prime or start showing levels at that age group. What are we doing?
Nice. And the ultimate answer is whether like Josh or Sasha start is immaterial. The answer is you get a new centre-back in. Like I haven't said that. I'd have Sarr and Josh as my backups. Sarr is the backup to Colwell, Josh is the backup to the new centre-back. And you go and buy a new centre-back who's a proper centre-back.
Wouldn't you,
and I think for me,
loan out Chipong and like give him a full season and then.
The problem is, Chris. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, I understand. I think with the loan thing, yeah, I kind of disagree with that because I think you want all of them to be competitive with each other, right? And then you can find the right partnership and the one that
I just don't know how much minutes action will get.
I think for me, if you listen, that's what I'm saying. You have
Chris, if we get an A-level centre back to pair Colwell, no one cares about Josh Achipong.
The difference is
I want Achipong to get minutes out.
Chris, the reason why I disagree with that massively, by the way, is and the problem we have in terms of bringing guys like Sarr and Josh into this team is twofold. Number one is because of how terrible our backline is in general, the managers don't want to trust them to bring them into that, which they just need to. The other thing is, you don't have a guy next to him who's steady enough where you can constantly make that rotation. Because it's either at the moment Fofana or Chalobah, who most of the fan base don't, or like half the fan base don't rate one of those guys and half the fan base don't rate the other guy. For good reason. You look at.
By the way, sorry.
You look at what what's it called? Arsenal are doing, right? Mosquera in all comps this season has made about 1,100 minutes, just over 1,100 minutes.
Yeah.
He's 21 years old, just come from Valencia. He's able to make 1,100 minutes in all comps, which I think is at least 300 more than Josh has made this season, because he is next to a Gabriel. You've got Hincapié. Now, I know he's not young, but that's your backup centre-back, quote-unquote, is able to make just over 1,500 minutes in all comps, because when he comes in, he's playing next to Saliba. You can rotate these young guys in. Manchester City, for example, even though it's not amazing and the defence kind of still stinks, they can bring a guy like, I'm going to butcher his name, Elaine, or however you say it, in after a half a season at Watford, because they are pairing him next to a John Stones or a Ruben Diaz or someone like that. There's still going to be bumps in the road 100%, but you can do that and you can afford those bumps because of either your attack is in a better shape and you're still outscoring teams, and so it's not too bad, or because you have guys next to him who can clean up for them. Our second best centre-back, apparently, in the whole team, decided today he was going to be a moron and get sent off, so he's now missing for the Arsenal game. So when Tosin is starting at centre-back for the Arsenal game and he looks like piss, I hope you know who to blame. I hope everyone knows who to blame for that.
Well,
I just looked over the goals you blame him for. The Bournemouth one is really harsh. It's really harsh. The Newcastle one,
Marshall.
But Napoli, Newcastle, he's played every single game this season.
Brentford, Marshall, please look at the Brentford.
Let's replace
it afterwards. But like,
or I'll do another one. Let's.
Okay, guys, let me just be honest. If Fofana leaves this team and we don't get a replacement for him, what happens? Are we gonna improve?
I'm telling you right now, Marshall.
Roll the dice.
I can agree with you, Marshall.
Roll the dice? Is that really what we want to
do? No.
Marshall, you said that before. Don't do that with me.
Marshall, I agree with you.
Marshall, if we don't replace him, what is the point of anything that we're doing? What is the point? What's the point of Sarr?
I'm not saying.
What's the point of Anselmo?
But Scott, I'm not disagreeing with you about replacing him. I am disagreeing with you about just selling him and not getting a competent replacement.
Bro, I want a replacement, but I'm saying even if you got a replacement that wasn't going to like start and you started Sarr next to Cole next season, I don't think you get worse. I'm going to be honest. I don't think as a team you get worse.
I think you're gonna get real tired of them after 10 games together. I'm telling you right now.
We need to tread carefully. We do need to tread carefully because
I'm tired of Fofana now. I don't care. I'm tired of watching Fofana now. I couldn't care less what Sarr does. If Sarr doesn't play well, at least he's young. I expect it. Fofana is 25 years old.
That only goes so far.
200. No, it doesn't.
So far.
No, it doesn't.
No, it only goes so far, Scott. Because after a while, I'm gonna get sick and tired of saying. After 15 games, I'm gonna get sick and tired of saying, "Oh, Achimpong, it's okay. You're young." Like Santos today, sure, that was his first mistake since the Brighton game. I'm not even going to put anything on him for Carabao.
The reason why I allow it is because my frustration then goes to the directors for not buying a guy who like can be a starter to ease Josh in or to ease Sarr in. When Fofana fucks up, who is my anger directed at? It's not directed at the sporting directors because they bought a young guy in who makes mistakes. It's not directed at the manager who isn't playing a young guy and starting him at centre-back once every 3 months. My anger is at the 25-year-old, 200k a week, experienced centre-back that should know better, but doesn't.
This is the thing, Fofana wasn't even like part of this Winstanley model. He was bought by Bowley as a proven centre-back in this league.
And I think he's shown he's been pretty much a proven center back. I think just reacting to a very few amount of mistakes versus the whole picture. The whole picture being also that he's been fit the entire season so far.
That's the one positive in the season.
Yes, he has.
I mean, he's straight up. No, he hasn't, Marshall. I had this debate with Alex. You know what?
He had a flu and a concussion protocol. He has not. No,
Marshall. Would you like to? No. Cool. You can say fit. If he's fit to play every game, he'd have played every game. By the way.
Not necessarily. But
no, yes, sure. No, he would. Yes,
he missed what? Yes, 1 game, 2 games, 3 games?
Marshall, do you want to know where he ranks in minutes of centre backs this season?
Probably not high because he gets rotated, but he plays at least once a week. No. Yeah, but he also plays once a week. Sometimes he plays UCL, sometimes he plays the league.
He plays once a week, so that means he's fit.
Yeah, a lot of our
He looks
players play
more
once
fit
a
this
week. Are we
season.
going to say Reece isn't fit? He plays once a week.
Reece plays multiple games a week. Let's
Not
not do this.
always. Reece
Reece started
Let's
three
not do this.
90s in a row.
Reece played 3 games in a row in the space of a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
not
under
exactly the
Maresca. But Fofana also just played back-to-back games like 2 weeks ago.
Minute.
Well,
Yeah.
starting, and,
I was surprised. I was like, Fofana played back-to-back games. He's fit.
I think I do.
No.
He's
Marshall
been
was
more
right.
fit this
That
season, but
Marshall was right about Fofana being fit.
I think it was Leeds then Hull. Actually, maybe even this one too. But this one, there's a break in
he didn't
between.
start.
You know what the difference is for me though. Reece James is still the best right back in the Premier
yeah,
League.
there's no denying that. There's no denying that. And I'm not saying that Fofana's the best center back in the league either. But this season,
Can I ask you a question, Marshall? Can I ask you a question?
Go
Would
for
you
it.
consider Sven Botman to be a fit centre back?
no.
Cool. He's played more minutes than Fofana this season.
Okay. Has he?
Would you
didn't he have a
consider-
long-term injury for the most part? In like what, a month off or something?
What, Sven Botman? You mean the guy who's regularly injured? Yes, I would consider him to have, regular
Yeah,
injuries. and be
Fofana's
off
not been
long term.
injured though.
If he doesn't play, Marshall, does that mean he's fit?
He plays once a week, Scott.
Okay, I would
So
say
he's
why
not
do you think
fit
that
enough
is,
to
Marshall?
play more than that, Marshall. Yes.
But he has done it already. Yes.
So if
Scott,
he's-
like the argument you're making, I understand the argument you're making, but the other thing
minute.
you're not factoring in is we're Chelsea and they're Newcastle. Newcastle might not have this strict medical team bullshit that they put on Wesley Fofana's minutes, that they put on the manager to reinforce. If it was up to Maresca, if it was up to Rosinha, Fofana would have probably played just as much minutes as Sven Botman.
Cool. Calvin Bassey had a whole 2 months off playing at AFCON and has played 400 more minutes than he has this season.
Yeah, he probably plays more 90 minutes. He probably doesn't get subbed off. Like-
I'm looking at it, Marshall.
Because he's
We
fit to play
rotate-
football, Marshall. Because he's fit to play football. You don't need to get subbed off after 60 minutes. Marshall,
All right, this is a
How
retarded
many
argument.
players-
That's not even the point.
You
He's
see
been
if he's
available to
subbed
play
off-
football this whole season, which is a big upgrade on what we needed from him.
Not entirely, because there's 2
He
games
hasn't.
where. Well, there's 2 games say he needed rest, but it's like an injury thing. Like if you look on transfer market, so he's been away a few
A
times.
knock, maybe.
That was the
And, like,
concussion.
And
right?
if you look at the next
There was a
6 games,
concussion
Marshall,
early in the season.
If
Yes.
you do look at the last 6 games, he's played 90 minutes only once, and it's like 11 minutes, 17 minutes, 45 minutes, 32, and then
This is
17 today.
that whole him getting subbed off thing. That's more to our point of what do we need? Because again, these directors are not going to do what we need to do to get to challenging and winning league titles, but we're going to still tell you what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Does any other centre back that's going for a league title or in a team going for a league title get subbed off most games?
Exactly. The fact that, like I said, you can't tell me Fofana is fully fit or whatever,
Check Marshall.
because I think it's bullshit. Because if he was fully fit, and considering what we need, he would be playing every single week and every single game every single week, whether it's 2-3 games a week. Because that's what Gabriel does. That's what Gabriel does. That's what Saliba does. That's what De Ligt does at United. That's what
Virgil
Thompson
van
does at
Dijk.
Aston Villa. That's what Diaz was doing. I think he's injured now, I don't actually know if he played today. I know.
So many of these
Ignorant.
players are doing the same thing Fofana's doing though, which
I
is
wanna-
they're not available. They've had long-term injuries this season. Maybe there's a few you named that aren't, but like you just mentioned Ruben Diaz, for example. Like Ruben Diaz went through a stint where he wasn't available, and we completely capitulated. City completely started capitulating defense because he wasn't available. Who else did you name?
I named Gabriel, Saliba.
Konsa.
I named
Saliba's been
Konsa,
out a
who
few
is
times
fifth
with flu
minute
and shit like
plays
that this season.
Virgil van Dijk has played every single minute that's
Yeah,
available
Virgil van
this
Dijk.
season.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Yeah.
Like when you
Virgil van
regardless
Dijk's
of where,
world-class.
and even regardless of where you are
hmm
as a team, I'm looking at Tarkowski as the rock at the back every single minute he's played. Lacroix is their rock at the back, played every single minute. Milinkovic the same every single minute. Senesi this season only missed 40 minutes across the whole season. Like our rock is Trevor Chalobah. Trevor Chalobah is 8th in minutes played for centre backs this season.
Oh yeah,
He is
Chalobah's
our
been
rock. He is the
Yeah.
guy that stays in the back line. So he is the guy that you're building around. So
Yeah.
like Fofana needs to leave for multiple reasons. The today being the cherry on the cake.
Who would you rather keep?
I think it's harsh.
I wanna look.
Or,
Can I ask a question? Because listen, I've been
And I
quiet.
just
here.
real quick before you go, Ahmed, just to put out there what my stance is. I'm not saying Fofana can't go. If Fofana does get hurt again, then yes, I want him sold. But as of right now, I think it's a slow increment to getting our best version of Fofana back. Because let's not forget, he's been out for a season-long injury for the past 3 seasons. So I'm willing to cut him a little bit of slack, and I don't think he's been nearly as bad as people like to claim he has been. But go ahead, Ahmed.
Yeah, I wanted to say, listen, guys. Yeah, at the end of the day, Fofana, he needs to go. A lot of these centre backs, we all agree, need to go. So I think for me, what happens afterwards is up to the club to deal with, to do the job in regards. But can we talk about the guy that we have given a 11-year deal? That we keep paying. He's one of the guys that's gone on a lot of money. This guy in the space. No. We're not doing this. In the space of 3 games, essentially. Yeah, against Leeds, misses a tap in to basically win us the game. Right in this game, misses essentially a 1v1 opportunity, which he should well and truly, realistically be scoring. Okay, and this guy is costing us. He's costing us, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't blame him much for this chance. I think there's a worse one.
There's a worse one, obviously, but like he's, but this guy is costing us, bro.
He wasn't fast enough, and that's like probably maybe down to his scoring issue.
Like for me,
yes, he should have shot better. Like I already said, he should definitely shot better in this one.
For me, the issue with him is that he's missing. He's costing us games now.
I could say he slowed down, but then I don't think anyone catches up to that point.
What I'll say to that, Chris, I agreed with you when you said that on the watch along. When I realised that this is 2026 Kyle Walker, we're not doing fast enough debates anymore. Like Kyle Walker is finished at this level.
Enough. Like it doesn't matter if it's
like that's not good enough.
Kyle Walker is there, Chris.
Again, this is a Cole Palmer what's not fully fit with a groin injury.
Kyle Walker's not a speed demon anymore.
I think the only thing
I'm not saying Walker's a speed demon. Neither's Palmer, by the way. Palmer's not that quick.
I think the only thing Palmer probably does wrong in this is his touch wide. Like I think if he stays ahead of Walker or tries to stay ahead of Walker, then he's like got the upper hand on him because he has to foul him then to like get around him. But yeah, like I said, I don't think this is. It's annoying because it's a 1v1. But I'm not too annoyed with this. The one in the second half is worse, and I actually agree with what Chris said earlier. I don't think he was actually like that bad today in terms of overall performance. It's just in the big moments, he just he just let us down. And I think the biggest problem with him today, and it links with the second chance, is his touch. Like today is the worst I think I've seen Palmer's touch. Like I don't know what was going on. But I genuinely don't know what was going on. There was a few outside of the chance he had in the second half, where he gets like moments, and he just the one that Gusto plays.
The one where
the build up with Neto and Gusto.
Like it's a simple touch, like inside with your right foot to hit it with your Jesus Christ. Sorry, that comment from Pete's just threw me. It's a simple touch inside with your right foot to hit it with your left across goal. And yeah, it's a heavy touch with his right foot, and the chance goes. Like, yeah, like that's the one for me where it's like that. If you score that, it's dead. But yeah, like I don't know what happened with his touch today. Like his touch was horrible.
Was it this one?
Oh, in general today.
Oh well.
Yeah, his touch in general was horrible today. Again, I don't know what it was.
I thought he did some good things. Like he created even a good chance to job Pedro. There was a few moments he had, but I don't think he played amazing either. But I don't think he's like the problem as today.
I would say I agree with Chris, and I don't think he was the worst player on the pitch today in terms of performance. Again, people are going to focus on the big moments, and yes, they
do
like
cost you, yes.
I don't even think they cost us in terms of like even with those misses. We should still see out that game 1-0 with Fofana. Like we do see that that game 1-0.
Like,
Fofana doesn't get sent off.
Then again, if it wasn't for defense, like messing up from 2-0.
Yeah, if Fofana doesn't get sent off, we still see that game at 1-0. Burnley weren't creating shit until he got sent off. So, like, I'm not trying to hear it cost us. It's just poor moments. Like, it's 100% poor moments. But yeah, he wasn't the worst player on the pitch today. We'll get to him.
Wait, who was the worst player on the pitch?
I've seen worse.
We'll get to him.
Was it our guy here?
Where did you get this picture from?
It's Scott. Who do you think he's talking about?
It's well, actually, no. I
We
mean,
talk about Enzima.
wait. I actually disagree. If it's actually who I think it is, let me play the video. Let me play the video.
Yeah,
Hold on,
exactly,
hold on,
Peter.
hold on.
Yeah, that's what I didn't get. Like, I don't know why he did that.
No, it's not him. I'll be honest. He had a good
Oh,
game today.
okay. I thought
No,
you were
Neto
just.
was.
No,
This
no,
pissed me
He was
off.
one of my better ones today. Unironically,
Neto wasn't awful today.
He was-
Neto was
he was-
actually awful.
unironically, he was one of my better ones.
He was actually good
Yeah.
today.
Yeah,
So
he
who
was
are
a
you
lot
talking
better.
about?
Enzo Fernandez, bro.
There we go.
Oh, bro, he was.
Like I said, it's Scott. Who do you think he's talking
There
about?
we
I
go.
don't think Enzo did get
The
involved.
thing
in
is,
that forward
I
action
can't
know
even
what?
put it on Enzo because
No, yes, I can.
homeboy,
Yes, I can.
homeboy
Yes, I
was
can.
his partner, bro.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
That
Yes,
was
he
Neto's
was.
partner,
No,
bro.
he wasn't, Marshall.
Stop showing that
No,
pic.
he
It's a bit weird now. It's getting a bit weird, Marshall.
No, he wasn't. His partner was Reece
What's
James.
wrong with
He
about this,
played
bro?
right. No, he wasn't. Enzo Fernandez played right wing today, not left wing. He played right wing today. So Reece James was his partner.
It seemed like there was change.
This guy, can we just talk about that really quick? I know Scott wants to talk about Enzo Fernandez, and I want to talk about Enzo Fernandez, yeah.
Sure,
But
yeah.
this guy is genuinely. I don't know what's wrong with him, bro. It's
Many things. Brother.
why do
He's
we
not
keep
serious.
buying? Why do we keep buying Chelsea players, bro? That are just like tapped in the head, bro. What is wrong with us, bro? This guy really decided I'm just gonna walk around in the neighborhood, yeah. Like basically almost virtually naked, bro. That's my boxes, bro.
You know, this is what happens when you. This is what happens when you don't buy fully formed brains. You know.
Hey, did I blame Enzo for the performance or did I blame Fofana? You thick fuck. Open your ears. But yeah, I will give. You know what? I'll give 5 minutes for anyone to tell me anything that Enzo Fernandez did on the football pitch today.
Oh, he did
Anything.
nothing.
Multiple
nothing.
citizens.
I don't necessarily
Actually,
disagree. I think the cause is a little bit more obvious.
No,
this
the
reason-
cause
this
is he was
game.
shit. I'm not trying to hear this, Marshall. We've seen him play left wing in the past couple of games. He was not great against. What was the first game we did it in? Whatever the first game we did
The
it
one,
in
the
again.
one after West Ham.
Yeah,
I can't
whatever the game
remember
was,
which one.
he was not great, but I kind of allowed it because the winger thing. The second game, which I think was the Leeds game, he was actually decent in playing left wing.
Yeah.
It looked like there was an understanding a lot more of him playing that position. Today he played on the right, had Reece James as a partner. He was awful. And the main reason is, at least with like Palmer and Fofana and Gusto, right? As bad as they were in certain moments, they did things. Gusto had the chance he created for Palmer. Like, he was actually decent defensively in this game. He was always an option out wide. Like, Fofana was decent defensively. His passing sucked, but he was decent defensively until the red card. Palmer was like creating stuff and whatnot, and like he was getting in opportunities to score. Right, he might not have like scored, but he was getting in opportunities. The one thing we can rely on Enzo Fernandez is the getting in opportunities and being a box crasher. He didn't even do that today. He did literally nothing. Like, nothing. He was nothing. He was a ghost. He might as well have not played.
The thing with Enzo Fernandez, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, listen. I can't wait to cook him on a
This is
personal,
facts, by the way.
right? But the problem also, I think there's a fundamental problem with our system with having a number 10. I don't understand why we're trying to run this number 10 gimmick. We need to stop it, bro.
Ahmed, I disagree for this game because
This is me. I know what you mean, Scott. I'm actually just talking about generally, though. Generally, as a team, yeah, I don't understand why we have a number 10 in the team.
Is that my list back on?
I don't think there's a need for number 10.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So for me personally, that role in general, I don't understand the point of. But in terms of Enzo Fernandez today, the issue with him, yeah. I've said this before, Peter. I would just much rather us play a 4-2-2 or 4-3-3. Let's play one of those ones.
4-3-3 is what we should play.
Yeah, either 4-3-3 or 4-2-2. It's one of the either one.
Sheesh.
I don't
Even
have two
Enzo got a
strikers.
low
I know who
score
that
on
striker
sofa
is.
score.
That was
Maybe
striker
great
the lap
shit.
and the lap is,
No GA. What, you know?
Big up the super chat real quick. 103 days. Thank you for $1.99 super chat. Enzo had less defensive contribution than Cole, by the way. Oh my god. I admit
know
he
Enzo
was
had
no
once.
way involved in the game. Go ahead, Chris.
No, it's like I think Enzo like trapped back that one time when they were trying to counterattack, but that's about it. Like, he was like,
He's not the reason we lost, but definitely didn't help today.
no, he was.
I don't
Just,
remember.
I felt like he was
I
a
think-
bit of a ghost.
like I
and
said,
a lot of his passes
He's just
weren't
a
him
ghost,
today
yeah.
either.
Yeah, for me, the reason we lost is Fofana, but like, yeah, like ultimately, as I said, just like I understand Ahmed's point, but that, like, he wasn't even playing the 10 today. He was playing right wing. He had arguably the best player in our whole team as his partner.
Left, he was right. I don't know.
Yeah, like he was on the right hand side. He didn't overlap. He didn't underlap. There were times when James was asking for any support and he's given nothing.
Oof,
like, I don't actually, like RSM said, I
bad.
don't remember him doing anything, either positive or negatively. Like, he didn't exist.
I mean, either.
Yeah.
Like, he just didn't exist.
That's what I felt. He didn't exist today. And
Which
when
is
he did make
almost...
those passes, it just didn't hit off
It's
either.
almost worse than being, like, having bad moments or being a calamity in a sense of, because you might as well have not... We effectively played with 10 men. With him being there, which is more like it's like it just hurts us because you're playing without a player. But yeah, it's just I'm so tired of him, man. I just need Real Madrid because we see the midfield again today. And on a positive note, the midfield was actually good when they did get to play with the football before we decided to do wing play and inshallah. But yeah, like. This pivot is our best pivot. This midfield is our best midfield.
Yeah.
He doesn't fit. He's the one dude who doesn't fit. We're having to play him left wing and right wing to fit him into the team because he does not fit in his team otherwise. He needs to
try
leave.
like Enzo in at 8 though, like and have like
No.
either Caicedo and him.
What did I say the last game? Right? Oh yeah, we're like
because
we're
I
trying.
don't like seeing Enzo be put as a right winger or left winger or as a 10 box crasher. I think it's just like wasting what we potentially could see from him. We have seen like a great Enzo Fernandez with passing and like he can run around. I saw in the like Club World Cup he ran the most. I don't know, like with the 10 role or whatever, like, I think it's wasted, but I want to try him as an 8 and see what happens. But if the manager doesn't go there, then is there a point of Enzo Fernandez? I don't know.
There isn't a point of him. There's no reason for him to be in this team.
That's why.
And by the way, sorry,
I keep
the only thing that one of the few issues I had with Racine today with the subs, there's no reason why Palmer should have came off instead of Enzo.
He was pissed.
There's no reason. Like, regardless of whether you think Palmer was good, bad, or indifferent, he was getting in spots to like score goals. He was an attacking threat. There's literally no reason.
I think people were frustrated with Palmer today because he was doing a lot of like trying to beat the man on the dribble, just overpossess the ball, not pass it. Like he was trying to be the hero kind of, but he wasn't necessarily bad at it either. Like he wasn't like, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this Palmer performance. On one hand, right, like I think attacking wise, he had some good moments that we just didn't make anything of. And then on the other hand, like you want him to be more clinical, especially in that 1v1 moment or that little moment where the ball comes into the middle of the box and he shoots in and gets blocked. Like you want him to be better in those moments, but I don't know. I don't know the extent of his injury. Is he still saying the groin injury is bothering him or whatever? Like, I'm not going to make excuses either. Like, you want him to be more involved in the game.
I don't think it's a groin
injury. Let's
injury.
be honest. You guys could admit this. I'm sure you guys noticed this.
Groin injury.
Maybe, Chris, but at the same time, like,
he was the first to go
he had the
off
groin
as well.
injury against PSG, and he was fantastic.
I know.
And he has the groin injury, if you want to say the groin injury against today.
I mean,
you guys saw that Burnley
You
team?
can have your standout games being injured. Look at
Sure,
Kante.
but it's Burnley, Chris.
And Marshall, I think we're past the point with the injury thing or the groin. It's not a groin issue because like there's things he's doing in the game. And like I said, I don't think he had a terrible game, but there's things he's doing in the game where like you wouldn't be able to do that with ease if you had a groin injury, right? Like it would be uncomfortable for you. You wouldn't be moving as well.
He looked more agile today.
He is noticeable moving about, getting about the pitch. Like even with the running behind that he like kind of messes up on, he'd have trouble doing that if he had the issue with the groin. I don't think there's like. I'm not saying it's gone away, but I'm saying that I think
he's managing it.
Yeah, I think it's on its way to being healed.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just think that the moments he had that were poor. You know, like I'm not going to take away the misses from him. Outside of that, I thought he was decent. Like in terms of his actual build-up play, getting involved with the team and whatnot, creating space and linking up with João Pedro, who was again fantastic today. Don't know why he came off the football pitch for Delap, who can't hold up a fucking piece of paper.
No, I'm also baffled by that. Like, I was surprised Cole came off because Cole looked, like you were saying, he looked nimble, he looked agile. He didn't look like he was held back by a groin injury. But if you want to sit here, Chris, and say it's a groin injury as you leave, then sure, we could say that. But even then, he still had a groin injury in some of his best games, and we didn't have an excuse, or we didn't say that, like, oh, he scored a hat trick against Wolves with a groin injury. No one was touting about that. So we got to do the same energy here when we're evaluating this game. And this is against Burnley, which I'm sorry, guys. We watched that Burnley game. It was a shit game because not only were we shit, Burnley were also fucking shit. These guys could not string together more than 3 passes in a row. They were horrible today. And we lost to that.
And it's because, Marshall, I think some of it does come down to the way we built up in systems because... And this isn't a thing on Rossini because we saw the issues Maresca had, and it's kind of just we've just kind of gone the same route. But I don't know what this need is to play down the wings when we know our wingers are not great, and especially when one of them is Enzo Fernandez today. I don't see the need to just stop building up play because for 20 minutes we were building through the midfield. You know, Caicedo and Santos were seeing a lot of the ball. Same with Palmer, same with João Pedro, and all of a sudden that kind of died. To play wing play and inshallah for no reason for 25 minutes. And then the first 20 minutes of the second half, again, it was a bit better. And then we went back to wing play and inshallah. And it's like we were doing that. Then you had you
could switch to horizontal. You just got to find the other
There stream. Is another stream on horizontal. But yeah, so I think, we just have issues building in midfield. There was the slow play again where you've got people, Enzo, want to take 3-4 touches on a football. Like the chances we create today, like the João Pedro goal, the Palmer chance, there was a couple of others. It comes from fast play, 1-2 touches.
Exactly. Through the middle, like you were saying.
Through the middle. This pass, by the way.
Oh, brilliant. It's such a great pass. And I'm so happy we actually finished this so we can actually remember this pass. Only the real ones remember all the passes that Reece James had and got robbed of. We don't have to remember this in that same tragedy. It's actually a goal. So, but yeah, like it was such a brilliant pass. But like it was Scott was saying, like this is the one thing that I remember we talked about, right? Like the best way to beat a low block is to beat them in transition, soak up whatever, catch them on a counterattack, be quick. And unfortunately, like we just weren't doing this enough. We really weren't.
You got to hit them before they settle.
Part of the problem is right. Like look at the position that Neto finds himself in,
and also, but then
there's not even a pass here to go to. Like Enzo Fernandez should be here, or on the other side of it. Like,
no, but the thing is, he shouldn't. Like the other thing that's good about this is then what Neto does afterwards, because we've seen too many times with some of our wingers. Neto's guilty of this in the past. Garnacho as well. They'll take a touch, then put the ball in, and then the defender can get back. This is a first time ball across. So there's absolutely no chance for the defenders. It's perfectly placed. It's perfectly weighted right into the path of João Pedro so he can finish. That's how you break down these teams. That's how you create these chances. It was the same with the other chance. It's nice build-up play, 1-2 quick play with, 1-2 touches between Neto and Gusto. It's Gusto first time with his left foot. We'll get to talking about we'll get to talking about.
So did Gusto get the assist for the first goal?
No, this is the Palmer chance.
Oh, sorry, my apologies.
You get that moment, and obviously Palmer should finish. But when you have moments where you're just like, it's 2 touches on the football, 3 touches on the football. There was a moment Enzo had in the first half where he takes that shot and it goes over the bar. If he scans and sees Reece James
on a weak foot,
like if he scans, which he should be doing anyway as a midfielder, and sees Reece James to the right, or I think there may have been a defender in the way. There's a way he can position that to get the pass out, either 1 or 2 touch to Reece. We have another chance. But no, he takes a touch inside. That's a dead touch. He hasn't scanned. He has to take a second touch. Then his third touch is that shot over the bar. It's like, it needs to be quicker.
I don't even hate him too much for the shot because the shot was close.
It was
I wanna make this quick point. I want to make a quick point that RSM talking about Caicedo just though they tell me shake my head. Listen, congratulations for Caicedo for finally doing a job that he's meant to be doing as a football player. Great credit to him. He already did it against Burnley, the 19th team in the league right now. Credit where credit is due. Can you do that in a rainy night against Arsenal next week? That's what we're going to be asking.
I mean, on the bright side, I will say this, right? Because there are some positives about this game. One, João Pedro is still getting more GNA. So
Fantastic.
I hope he continues this into the next, 3 games,
God.
right?
Oh my God! What a comment! What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Yo, Kirko, man. Kirko, I'm giving you 5 minutes for that. I'm giving you 5 minutes for that.
Ahmed,
I can't even lie to you. You
I'm
get a
just
5
saying,
minutes.
Ahmed. I can't confirm or deny, Ahmed. I'm just saying.
I'm kidding.
Ahmed, we need to speak on it.
Today was my dream game, my first trophy, man of the match, two goals. The gaffer is very good.
But on to João Pedro. Listen, this guy, as long as he's fit, I think we have something decent going on in the attack. It really sucks that Esteval got hurt. I hope, Scott, just hear me out on this one. I hope Neto keeps performing like he's performing today.
No, that's fair.
the
Like
rest
if
of the
he's
season.
performing like he does today, and he did it against what was the last game we played? Hull.
Hull City. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for
If he
it.
plays like
because-
shit again, I'm going to crash it on his head. I hope you know that.
Yeah, of course. Of course. No, I was waiting for it today. That's what I was still pissed off at him for the stupid little antics where the ball comes to him and the player just bumps into him. He just falls on the floor. I hate that. I genuinely hate that from our players, and he does it the most. He does it the most, and it pisses me off because it's like, brother, if you just stay on and you don't act like everything is a penalty, maybe you'd be a little bit better and find yourself in better creative positions. But no, we want to do chance creation through penalties. But yeah, like he was good. The midfield, like you guys said, was good. This is one of the better games Santos has had under Rosinha, or not Santos, Caicedo. And it's nice to see that Caicedo's getting back to that form that we're used to. He was phenomenal today. As far as I'm aware, he was pretty goddamn on it. Had a shot on target as well, good save.
First half in particular, he was just winning everything back. Like
He
fantastic.
was our midfield.
and then that pre-assist to Pedro Neto, just out of this world, like we said before. Yeah.
The one thing I
Well,
was
we have seen, by the way, just on a side note, and this is more so I can just kind of run agenda. We have seen 2 of our 3 midfielders play that type of pass. I would like to guess the one who hasn't.
Oh,
What do you mean who, brother?
Do you have an issue with Argentinians, Scott?
oh,
Yes,
good,
that's true.
true.
No, midfield, Marshall. Midfielders.
Oh, Enzo. All right.
Hold on. There we go. Got there eventually.
Wait, who's the third one? You said Reece James?
No, it's Santos, brother. We've seen Santos make a pass like that.
No, Caicedo. You said 3. Santos, Caicedo, and who?
3. Yeah, we've seen 2 of the 3 make a pass like that.
Oh, 2 of the 3. 2 of the 3. Never mind. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, there's only one way up to think.
Listen, I just want to say a few things real quickly. Firstly, Caicedo, good first half. Second half, Mamma Mia to say prego. No comment on his second half of performance.
I'm not really putting that on him though.
Well, listen, at the end of the day, you're worth 120 million, bro. So you got to rise it, in my personal opinion. You know, I look at value. I need to make sure I'm getting value
I
for
can
money.
tell if I was being serious or not.
No, I'm being serious with it. Like, I think for me, listen, in general, you know, you still want to go talk about performance and stuff like that, and guys scoring. But at the end of the day, guys, we still drew, bro. I don't know. There's no point in me listen, I get we live in an era where.
Ahmed, you gotta admit there are some positives to take out of the game, though. That's
Listen,
just what I'm getting at.
I think for me, I'm gonna be the dickhead today.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna be the dickhead today.
I'll tell you guys why. By the way, Marshall was rage baiting him all game.
But you sure? He said
It's me, boss. It's me, boss.
He's gonna
Bro,
be the
take
dickhead
both of them.
today,
No. I'll be honest.
Marshall.
Take both of them off the pitch.
Explain, please. Explain.
Marshall was rage baiting him the whole game about Leslie Gochukwu.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
You
How'd your boy Leslie do today?
Hey, we got the point, baby. Hold that, Marco. We got the point.
You got the red card for shamelessness, bro.
Oh.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, man. This guy's shameless. Listen, no. Before Ahmed comes back, like, no, there were some positives, and I'll admit that, right? Like, it's good to see, like, that play through the middle, being quick, all that stuff. We just defensively, first of all, the red card, right? That changes the game. We all know this. We were in control. We were okay. Like the comments were saying, like, there was no worry that we were gonna lose. I think I said I had a good performance today. Santos relatively, same standard of performance that he's given us lately. And yeah, João Pedro keeps scoring goals. Neto had a better game today than his usual. It was like good. It wasn't amazing or life-changing, but it was a good performance. And I mean, even today, you can admit Palmer at times looked better than he has looked in recent games, but it's still very 50-50 mix. But yeah, again, it goes back to the defensive issues and all that stuff. But back to the game, back to like some of the negative things. I did want to bring this up. Did you guys feel that the refereeing today was absolutely shit? Because I felt the refereeing was
of
really
course.
bad.
Yeah,
we already mentioned the Tosin.
I'm not blaming it on that, but like
off.
still.
Yeah. Listen,
Look at this. I saw this after the game, by the way. I didn't notice this. This tackle here.
Oh, this isn't a penalty.
Crazy.
He gets the ball fast. It's ball fast. Yeah,
But the follow through.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about a follow
That's
through.
not forceful. That's not
That's not
forceful.
forceful.
That's the problem.
I've seen this given before. That's the part that.
No, but
Yeah, when it's high,
and it's not a penalty.
That looks pretty high to me, man. Right.
I was just gonna make listen. I was gonna make a point quickly here about me being the dickhead here, and I need to be the dickhead because, guys, it's all well and good being positive, being and taking stuff from the game. But the reality is, guys, the reality is that we are still in the same predicament that we've been in games like these, but we've ended it still 1-1 or like 0-0 or 2-2. Right? Nothing has really it's great that we've had some stuff that happened in the game that we like, but it still ended. It still ended all fair. That's just me being obviously.
I think opening the stream, we gave plenty of criticism on that, so don't worry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But listen, at the end of the day, I think the ref being shit, ref not being shit. I always say we control the way we play. You know what I mean? We control the way we play. I don't know why Staffy's here. Like, he's always saying, I want to say unspeakable things about Ahmed. Why did you go to United before? You know what I mean? Not been to Old Trafford in 7 years. You're a disgrace. You know what I mean? To United fan, bro. You're not a real United fan, man. You're a fake red. You're a fake red. I hope you know that.
Let me just say on the referee thing, by the way, like if anyone wants to use that as an excuse, we mentioned before that Tosin easily could have been sent off for his challenge. On the balance of things, being down to 9 men and the way we were defending corners, we should have lost the game today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually damning, to be honest. We got lucky. And this is why we were getting pissed off at Tosin. Because for that second corner, after we already conceded the goal, Tosin loses his man, and we almost conceded a second goal because of Tosin's guy that he wasn't marking. Or he failed to mark or win the ball on. Again, this guy's useless. How can you be 6 foot whatever and still not be able to win headers? It baffles me, dude. It absolutely baffles me. Sorry, I was muted. When you win a header, I'm gonna clap you like Cole Palmer was clapping you right there, bro.
No, I was gonna make the point here. Listen, Tosin's whole gimmick here at this football club was, he wins headers. That's his whole game, and he can't even do that anymore.
His gimmick is he can pass out the back, and even today he can't do that.
It was headers, bro. That's why we used to bring him against a smaller side. Remember last year?
I'll be real. It was both, and both died.
Yeah, and I just want to I think for me, the whole fullback department, all of our centre backs, what's it called? Chalobah can't head the ball. Only offensively, actually, he can head the ball. Tosin can only head the ball offensively, not defensively. Buddy Shaw, I was about to say something so crazy about Buddy Shaw. There was something so crazy about Buddy Shaw. I have to say it behind the scenes.
Hey, Chris Benoit, Buddy Shaw.
Ricky, I was so close to saying what I'm about to say about him is worse. What I'm about to say about him was worse. So I can't talk about him. Who's the other centre backs that you've got? Fofana as well. Fofana's been missing headers now too. You know what I mean? As well.
Bro, I can't lie at this point.
And then
Again, I might say something out of pocket again. Just, you know,
And then, you know, Marshall-
I'll give myself a yellow if this is too hot of a take. At this point, if we're going to be bringing in Tosin to defend set pieces, I'd rather just get Disasi. I'd rather just have Disasi defending set pieces.
Rise it, my driller,
I think you deserve a yellow simply because you give Ahmed you gave Ahmed ammunition.
Come on.
That's why, because I gave Ahmed ammunition, just not because
you gave Ahmed ammunition, bro.
Oh, I put the wrong way. All right, there we go. I'll give myself a yellow.
You know, I have to also say this
Fucking
quickly, yeah.
Chris.
You know, that it doesn't help us also that you've got 2 RSMs in midfield. You know what I mean? Short kings. So,
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
RSM, bro, come on.
You know what? This is all kind of want to. Ahmed needs to feel some pain after that. Can we talk about?
Actually,
like,
you know what? No, hold up. I checked VAR. You get a 3rd yellow today, bro. That's such a low blow, bro. That's such a low blow.
Can we talk about that?
Not even here to defend himself.
Go
Go ahead, Scott. Go ahead,
He
Scott.
wants to talk about Malo Gusto, and I'm willing to speak
Can
up.
we talk about the no-look pass, please?
Oh,
Please talk
if
about the
you
no-look.
don't laugh, you cry.
You know,
with this
he's
guy,
been
bro.
running this gimmick here the whole of the season, by the way. Where he's been doing this. This is not the first time he's done it.
No, I know, Ahmed, brother, I know.
Like,
I
he's
know.
been doing it
Does
this whole
anyone remember the Ronaldo chop in midfield for no reason?
No, oh my god. No.
Like, it was making. I don't know why he he legit is trying to aura farm. I don't need.
No, this Club World Cup gave too many players self-esteem. Honestly.
No. Do you know what it is? It didn't, bro. Like,
That picture, every time you show it, gets worse and worse out of context, bro. I don't think you understand. No cap, it actually keeps getting worse and no
I don't
context.
understand.
but like the worst bit is like with this whole Gusto thing is I think this just proves an argument that I've had, and I said it on Lewis's channel earlier. When it comes to certain, and this is why, by the way, I'll never subscribe to like Garnacho ever being good and certain other players ever being good, because there are certain fundamentals you cannot teach players. You cannot teach IQ. You can't teach IQ. You can't. This doesn't do it justice, by the way. Sorry. Find the clip that's side on, and you fully see him do the whole look away as he does it. It's the close up.
Right,
It's this one. Oh my god.
Bashir Humphreys is watching the ball. Not his
Who
head.
are you fool? No, but actually, when you look at it, it's like the point of the no-look pass is so you think that there's gonna pass it there, but you're actually there's no one here, bro. Who are you fooling?
Who does he think he is?
You know,
No,
this is.
but Oliver, this is what I'm saying. He's got this problem. Neto's got this problem. Like Garnacho, brother. Like this is why ultimately I'm not going to rate this guy anymore. This guy needs to go. This guy needs to be sold because,
Of course.
like, you can't teach someone in this position to not do this. Like, this is unteachable. This is common sense. Like, this is just common sense. I can't not teach you to be an idiot in this situation and no look pass across.
This comment basically saying he was looking at God for the pass, but passed it to fuck. He was passing to God, bro.
This thing about Gusto is a point that I made on Lewis's channel earlier, but I want to make later about like the whole model and everything. But I'll touch on that later. But yeah, just bro, this whole thing with this clip. My guy thinks he's Firmino, by the way. He actually thinks he's Bobby Firmino. But this is, by the way,
I got so pissed off when this didn't get through. By the way, I was like,
but
okay,
I was gonna say this. Unfortunately, this, as much as we're laughing about it, on a serious note, this and the Fofana thing and other moments, like these are the type of characters we have in this team that we are dealing with. We have some of the most unserious players when it comes to mentality in world football. Like, how in the fuck are you telling me that our left back, who's a right back, our fullback is no looking across? How are you telling me that Fofana is like laughing after getting a red card?
Bro, the whole of it, man. The man.
How do we have these guys in our team, bro? If we had these guys in our team under Terry and Lampard and these guys, they'd have been kicked out of the locker room mid-start.
Yeah,
like bro, these guys would have had like full on shit in their bags, bro. Someone would have crapped in their bags.
And this is why whenever this club comes out with a brief again about we didn't sign this player because of mentality issues or attitude problems, let's never listen to that ever again, please.
Yeah, listen. I'm gonna be honest. The club right now, I actually want us to not get top 4. I'm gonna be negative for the first time this year. I actually think it might be a net positive for us to not get Europe. I will never say let us get relegated. I will never say let us lose, but to not get Europe might be a positive in disguise, generally speaking.
I don't think it matters.
I actually think financially it does.
It matters financially, but in terms of the strategy was what it was when we were 12th. It was what it was when we were 6th. It was what it was when we were 4th. Even though they said they promised us that it would get better, no, it didn't. It doesn't matter.
But the thing is, Oliver, like I think from Ahmed's perspective, you remember the last stream we talked about? There's rumors going around that when Stanley and Lawrence Stewart are under pressure because some of these players haven't been performing.
From who?
I forget who we read. There was just rumors that there was a tweet that apparently they're under pressure, which is the whole women's thing, right? They're not making money, and that's where we talked about it. But and it could be completely false, but I think where Ahmed's coming from is that if we fail to make Champions League, and that eventually, if you're the owner, it's going to hit you financially, it could potentially lead to actual things happening where maybe the directors get sacked.
Marshall, I don't think they will, because I think ultimately it'll come back to the coach again, like it always will do. Like I don't think there'll be a change. And it's I think a good time to talk about what I was going to talk about earlier in terms of this whole model is kind of broken in a sense, and they should be sacked anyway. And I think when you look at like some of the players we bought, right, and I'm talking about young players more specifically. Well, most of the guys we buy are young, but I'm talking about like the really young guys. I think what this ownership have done, because we had this debate a little bit on Lewis's channel, I think they have given a bigger voice and given ammo to the Cobham stands within the fan base. And the reason I say that is,
I agree.
You cannot tell me that Gittins and Garnacho are better than Tyree George. You just can't. You can't tell me they are offering more than Tyree George would have done, who cost you nothing. You cannot tell me that I'm getting more from Malo Gusto this season than I would have done from Josh, or I'm going to be honest, maybe even Genesis Antwi, who apparently, based on what people who have been watching him in the youth academy have seen, apparently he's ready for first team minutes. Like, obviously how many is his thing, but he's ready to play Premier League. You can't tell me that Josh is worse than some of these centre-backs. We have bought, at youth level, David Washington for 10 mil, Ronnie Stutter, Jimmy J. Morgan, Dewan Richards, there might be another one. The best striker we have in the academy is Shimoega, who cost us nothing.
I'm not going to lie to you. Again, going off of your point, Scott, I don't agree that these youngsters should be starting game in, game out. But what I will say is that I much rather them come off the bench. Like, I had no problem with Hato coming off the bench. I had a problem with Hato not starting, him being an actual left back, which I wanted to bring up to you guys, see how you felt about that. But I had no problem with Achinpong coming off the bench. I have no problem with these players coming off the bench, Mamadou Sarr, to get just some extra minutes, right? The issue I have is, why are you bringing on the Badiashiles? Or why are you bringing on the Tosins? Like, these guys have proven time and time again, they will cost you games. I'm not saying he cost us the game today, but he definitely didn't make things better.
Yeah,
and yeah,
I think
sure,
the
bars in hell, but yeah, sure.
I think the thing is just before you go on, I think the thing with this as well is, because most of what we're talking about, right, is squad players. I'm not talking necessarily about like starters, even though I do want Josh to get more minutes in terms of starting, but Hato's the other example I was going to use. We have signed under this ownership group, forgetting Kukurea, 2 left backs. You can't tell me either of them, in fact, neither of them are, not even you can't, neither of them are better than Matson and Hall, who we sold. Neither of them are. We spent 50 million on 2 left backs, neither of whom are better than Matson, who we sold for was like 20 something million, and Hall, who I think we sold for like 28. So you're telling me we've effectively signed 2 left backs for around the same price, maybe slightly less, that we sold 2 left backs for, and they're both better than the guys we bought. So my thing is like, because I've never been a massive Cobham guy, but Cobham has always been really good at a certain thing, which is, and we're the best academy at doing this, or at least we were, we maybe still are, depending on what Kinetic decides to do. We are really good at producing kind of mid to lower Premier League table kind of players. They're not going to be starters for us. They're maybe not even going to have an impact here, but they can have an impact at a Bournemouth, Brighton, Brentford, Crystal Palace, etc. Or a top-level championship club, like a Bashir Humphreys, maybe a Brozier, etc., even though Brozier's not great. So for that's kind of what we need for a squad player at this point, because we have guys that are mid-table. We have a Tosin that got upgraded when he left Fulham in Anderson. We have a Garnacho who wasn't playing for a shit Man United team, or thought it wasn't an answer for a mid-table Man United team. We have got Neto in this team who came from a mid-table Wolves team. We've got Gusto who probably doesn't start for, or probably would start for like a mid-table Prem team. So, like, you can't, like, this is where I think the whole model is broken, because you're buying guys, young guys who aren't better than academy players we've got. So you're just spending money for no reason, for literal no reason, because you're getting on some of these guys minimal return on investment. Your Casadets, your Moreiras, your, who else have we had that we've got minimal return on? I don't know how much we made on Angelo, to be fair. We haven't even really sold a lot of them, which is hard to tell you. Like, we're getting return on some of them, obviously Hutchinson and whatnot. But yeah, I just think this whole model is kind of broken, because I see on the timeline now, for example, people talking about get Hall back. What's the fucking point of selling him? He was performing for us. He was performing for us.
Yeah,
and then we sold
to
it.
Be a backup to Cuckoo, then no
like
problem.
listen, I'm gonna actually back off of Square, because this is something I've said before with you guys, and you guys already know my opinion on this. The problem at Chelsea is that we are in a halfway house. Okay, it's a halfway house. Okay, we are in between we're technically in between coming out of jail and being the free world. We're in the halfway house period. Okay, the problem at Chelsea is that we're not trying to do one or the other. We either going to be a criminal and go into jail, or we're going to be a normal civilian and stay in these regular streets. That's what it comes down to for me, fundamentally. Okay, I know a lot of guys here don't like Cobham. I'm a big fan of Cobham personally. You know this, right? And I think for me personally, when I look at Cobham, right, there are talents there that we could have brought into the team that could supplement the team. They're just as good as an outlet as what Strasbourg can be for us in terms of 1 or 2 positions to help us fill the bench, particularly with how long the seasons are with Europe. There were guys there that we could use. But either way, the fundamental issue though comes down to, we look at like the squad, half of it is prospects, and then half of it is guys that are ready and cooking. Does that make sense? Right? And the problem is, you have to choose between, am I going to get the top guys, right, and stick with them, or am I going to, and this is probably what they need to do in my personal opinion, I'm willing to just buy all of the top potential guys, fuck what's going to happen the first season, and hope these guys can actually improve, and accept that, there's going to be seasons of darkness. You have to. It's either or, bro. You can't do the halfway house thing, because that's what we've been doing, bro, for the last 2 to 3 years, Marshall. And I'll be honest with you, we have been in purgatory because of that, bro. It's been and for me, we often talk about Abramovich's period, towards the end, and how much of a purgatory that was for us, just trying to get top 4 consistently, even though we would get an FA Cup or like a UCL that we were able to have like a last dance running. But I would actually objectively make the point that this is worse towards the end reign of Roman, like in the sense that at least with Roman, right? At least with Roman, you knew what the plan was, but at least but you understood if we tweak the plan, it's all well and good. The problem here is that the plan keeps changing, the plan keeps tweaking, we keep bringing more and more problems into the team, right? And nothing is getting fixed.
I disagree slightly, Armin, in terms of I don't think the plan has changed. I think the plan has stayed the same. I think the issue is with Roman, you always knew of towards the end. I don't know if there was necessarily a plan per se, because he kind of won everything. It was like, we want to try and win the league. You want to try and pivot away a little bit from like just going full, we're going to sign the big manager, etc., etc. But I think with Roman, you always knew that pivot could happen. Like at any moment, these guys could like sign a big player that just kind of fixes everything. They tried it with Lukaku, it didn't work.
Not intentionally.
Like,
oh,
no,
wait,
I think sometimes intentionally, sometimes not.
Never mind. You're talking about the Roman era. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, with Roman, I mean, you always knew there was that potential of like him just pivoting back to, I'm going to be serious now. We're actually going to go for the league, etc. There is no evidence of these guys doing that. They have stuck to their plan from day one. Nothing has changed. Nothing has faltered. We won the Club World Cup, nothing changed. We got an influx of money in from the Club World Cup, nothing changed. We got Champions League after 2 years of not getting it, nothing changed. We got a new manager in, nothing changed in January. It was the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nothing's changing with these guys. And I think what Armin talked about is 100% correct. And I think the perfect personification in that, and I think this is where this conversation kind of starts, is Hato. Because we are potentially 5-6 months away from Cucurella not being at this club anymore.
True.
Like, seriously, not at this club anymore.
You want me to cry?
I wasn't expecting that. But we know, apparently, according to how these guys operate, we sell when they get to 2 years if we don't think they're going to either we don't want to re-sign them or they don't think we're going to re-sign, whatever. That hits
you and I
in the summer.
to cry, man. I think
so we're 5-6
to cry.
Hey,
are we?
By the way, Marshall, it's March, and a certain Reece the Beast James, I ain't had no deal for him too. I'm just saying.
You want me to cry?
Which of these attributes?
I know, I took it personal.
I'm being serious.
That's one of those ones where like they need to get that signed, and I do think they maybe get that signed because that would be cataclysmic.
Marshall,
we saw the brief stuff, did we not? Did everyone see the brief?
The thing is, there was genuine rumors. I'm not even run game, bro. I'm being serious when I say this, yeah. Days, man, when they wanted to sign Reece James, bro, they came out and said, we're trying to sign Reece James. We're locking you up right now. I have barely had a peep, a squeal, or anything of the matter to say the club is actually looking to try and sign.
I'll be honest with you, Scott.
I hear you.
I have a bad feeling. I tweeted this yesterday. I have a really bad feeling in my stomach that we're gonna fuck up this Reece James deal, and I think it's gonna come down to if we make top 4, we get into UCL, how those
Marshall,
wages changes.
Marshall, I hear you. Luckily, their 2-year thing helps us in the sense of you still have 2 years in the summer. You cannot fuck this up. This would
the
be. The
thing is, though, like
Marshall, this would be the single biggest failure. This would be cataclysmically bad as a football club if you let Reece James leave.
There will be riots. Like this is just it. Listen, I said that last time, and there was barely a protest. There's surely the match-going fans will lose their shit if Reece James isn't at Chelsea after 2028. And here's the thing that I think is going to happen. This is the gut feeling I have, and I hope it doesn't happen. It might not happen, but I have a feeling if we fail to make top 4 and we have to start making cuts because of saving money here and, we can't give you these wages, we got to, stick to FFP and all this bullshit. If they present Reece with a contract that is nearly insulting to the level of caliber that of a player like him deserves. And listen, Reece will probably fight to stay at Chelsea. He is like proper Chelsea. Like he through and through, he will want to stay at Chelsea no matter what. But to a certain extent too, he will not be disrespected. And so I have a feeling these owners will do some stupid shit.
Just bear in mind during this discussion that Reece James is not on a salary incentive contract. He signed that before that stuff came in.
That scares me too.
I still think I don't think Reece James is the one to worry about. I still think he signs. I do think there's a chance that Cucurella does leave. And my point with that was let's say he leaves in like July. That would be 5 months. Are we at a point where we feel comfortable with Hato? Obviously, we still got those 5 months. We feel comfortable Hato stepping into his position next season.
Absolutely not.
Can you ask that again?
Anyone else?
Scott? Sorry.
No, of course I'm not. Of course I'm not.
So Marshall, if Cucurella were to be sold, are we comfortable with Hato filling the role?
Are we comfortable him stepping in next season being the starter?
Not quite.
Cool.
No. Listen.
And I think
The manager isn't even. Play Gusto today.
I think this is ultimately, and some of this is on the manager, but some of this is on the fact of you signed a guy who stylistically isn't going to play the same, especially now you've changed manager. So
yes,
you have a guy who you have 5 months potentially, or 4 months really, with like the end of the season. You have 4 months to mold this guy to the point where he can be your starter and replace Cucurella.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to play games. He's not playing games. He's not even playing games ahead of Malo Gusto currently because he's not comfortable doing this stuff going forward. Say again?
How'd you feel about that, by the way?
That was stupid. That was the only thing I disliked massively about the lineup. Everything else I was fine with. But yeah, that's not good. Mm-hmm. I don't trust these guys to go and get a replacement. We've already said that. We're going to go sign another 18-year-old. We'll probably sign Barco.
Which is what makes me nervous about... Because the thing with Ahmed's saying, right, was like, we got to rebuild and go through dark days again. Brother, if we have to go through Poch again, or not even Poch, worse than Poch, if we have to go through Graham Potter again, I don't even know if we could do it for 1 season. If we have to go through that for 2 seasons, maybe 3, the problem I have is that I don't know if these directors can even redo what they did.
The thing is,
I think they stumbled upon this team that, I'll be so real, Ahmed, like, and I hate to say this, like, I rather just kind of be in this limbo and maybe stumble upon a solution, or maybe drop down a bit, then completely blow it up to smithereens, go back down to 10th, 11th, maybe even go the path that Tottenham are going in, and maybe not even come back from it. Because we can't guarantee that if they go back down to 10th, we're going to come back up.
Can I be honest, Marshall? Sometimes,
not with this recruitment, at least.
Sometimes in life, Marshall, it's better to accept an inevitable, yeah? And what I mean by that, well, that'd be a positive negative, right? The problem, I don't know, I was going to use another crazy example here. I have to chill out, Ahmed.
There's also this, by the way.
Yeah, I think for me, yeah, I'm going to use it like this, yeah. Again, we need another prop here. British Nation prop is going to come out again, okay?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, we need to bring out the prop. Where's my prop here? Okay. All right. Oh yes, I'm gonna use my infamous balls example. Yeah, pause. Okay, right now at Chelsea, I said pause. I said pause. Yeah, right now at Chelsea.
What's an infamous?
Yes, I've said this before because I've used this a couple of times before. Right now, guys, yeah, we've got 2 things right now. Yeah, we've got 2 things right now. Okay, we've got the positive situation going on here, which is the thing that we're in, right? And then you've got the negative situation that we're in. Okay, and essentially, we are right now in between these 2 things. All right, we're in between these 2 things. The problem being in limbo, okay, the problem being in limbo is that limbo means, bro, it's the same outcome again. Nothing is changing. And sometimes being in limbo is potentially worse because what does limbo leads to? What? Stagnation, right? And the problem is, guys, stagnation is the worst thing to happen to your football club. You know why? Because if you stagnate for so long, you can't go up, bro. You can't even go up from there if you stagnate too long and continue.
You can't go down, though.
Yeah. No, actually, you can go down because the problem is if you continue to stagnate, if you continue to do all this stuff, yeah, eventually, bro, there's guys around you. There's guys around you that eventually are not going to be stagnating any longer. That's what's happening to Spurs. Look at Spurs. Objectively speaking, that's what's happening to Spurs, by the way. Spurs stagnated and declined, right? For stagnated for so long.
I think part of the Spurs problem is the recruitment, though, which is our problem.
Yeah, but which is also our problem, Marshall. That's what. Yeah. This is what I'm coming back to. We will stagnate in terms of you may remain the same position. We may go up and down a place or 2, but the guys that we still bring in will essentially, what's it called? Yeah, be roughly in and around about the same level of what you're bringing, what you're getting out. That's the issue. But either way,
I'll tell you what.
The thing is, though, before Oliver goes, the thing is, though, like, I'm not opposed to rebuilding from scratch. Like, I'm not afraid to go through that pain again. It's these directors that I would have to go through it with. If we had, remind me the name of the guy from PSG, the director. Yeah, if we had a Campos, fuck it, I'll even take Michael Edwards right now. If we had a proven director that has shown he could build strong teams and we can push going forward that way, I'd be like all for it. But it's these guys. They're playing a guessing game. They were lucky to stumble upon a Palmer. They were lucky to well, maybe not so much with Esteval, but like, you know, they took gambles on these players and it ended up paying off. You know, they paid a good amount of money for Enzo Fernandez, who hasn't really been good this season. Paid a good amount of money for Caicedo. He's been great. Look at the amount of money we paid for Romeo Lavia. He's been unavailable. Like, it's just like, we take too many gambles. We take too many risks and inconsistencies and very stupid risks with this team and these directors. And I worry that if we have to go all the way down to the pits of fucking road to 40 points once again, bro, we might not even hit those 40 points with these fucking directors.
I understand that, Marshall. But the reality is, that's what we need, bro. Right now, let's say we've got a tumor. Okay, we've got a tumor right now. Okay, the reality is we need to cut the tumor, bro, where it is right now. Okay, because the one thing you do not want with cancer is for it to metastasize, bro. All right, because then it becomes incurable. Right now, we are in a curable situation where we can cut it. We can at least reset somewhat. The level of reset we need to do right now, Marshall, in maybe 3 to 4 years' time, will not be as bad. That's what you need to think about, bro. Right now, the level of rebuild you probably need to do right now for the team and the guys you need to keep, it's not going to be as bad. Objectively speaking, no.
What are you saying, Oliver?
I was just going to say, I really like the Spurs analogy we gave there, and I'm going to put my own spin on it because I think the whole thing that's happened with Spurs recently is one side of a coin when it comes to like where the direction of the club's going if we continue like this. So the first side of the coin is what you said, Marshall. If we don't make Champions League and our finances force us into sales of top players like Reece James and Cucurella or even Colwell, maybe, that's part A. Part B is what happened to Spurs when they didn't win anything for too long, and then their best player Harry Kane said, "All right, I'm out of here," and then they have been on a downhill ever since then.
Yeah, and I don't want that to happen, and we're getting close there with Spurs, right? Like it's getting comparable where the recruitment.
Marshall, this is why.
Marshall,
this is why I said on one of the last Casually Chelsea shows that with Postecoglou's comments on the overlap, if you remove the context that he's talking about Tottenham Hotspur, he could have been talking about Chelsea word for word with those quotes.
We're not wrong. Not wrong at all. That's genuinely true. Like, it just sounds. I heard it and I was like, God damn it, this sounds awfully like Chelsea, and I fucking hate everything about that. And it's a lot to do with the way we've built this team.
I mean, literally, what you were talking about risks and whatnot, and we're spending lots of money. 70 million on Solanke? That's a risk. He wasn't proven at this level. He had one good season, and then 3 17-year-olds or 18-year-olds, whatever they were.
There are 3. They're teenagers. I mean, Archie Gray, Bergvall, and who was the other one?
Odebert,
yeah. It's just, it's... I want to be ambitious. I listen, I think there's a way, like I've said multiple times, I think there's a way where the model does work, but it depends on the quality of people you bring in. And I don't think we're taking account for quality. I think we're just going for bargain.
I'll tell you how this works. And obviously, you can't do it in... Here's how you do it. And you obviously, you can't do it in exactly the same way. There has to be some refinements because this team does not win consistently.
Yeah.
But if you look at how Borussia Dortmund do things, if you want to do the young player thing, you go ahead and do that. But you need to have... historically, a Mats Hummels at centre-back, they're trying to tie down currently, they're trying to tie down Schlotterbeck to a new contract. These are top-class defenders that form the base of their team, gives them the platform for young players to play well. We have the experience base, but the quality is on the floor in terms of the centre-backs.
Exactly. And that's been their biggest issue this season. Like, I understand there's some games where our attack just isn't attacking, but if you look at how, again, what was the stat, guys? 19 points dropped from winning positions. Yeah, when
that's the highest in the league, Marshall. That's the highest in the league.
at that stat, people, you're in a winning position. That means you have conceded goals to lose the game. I'm not looking at my attack this season and saying this is the reason my season was a failure. Yes, there's a big part of what's going on in there that like Garnacho, Gittins, Delap, yes, they're at fault. But we're still able to at least get part of the engines going, right? The defense, time and time again, just continuously conceding goals. And I'll be honest with you guys, outside of Hull City and these lower league games, have we kept a clean sheet in the Prem?
Did we concede to Palace?
Since Rosinha came in, we conceded to Palace. Remember?
Oh no, okay.
I don't think we
did we
kept
concede
the
to
clean
Brentford?
sheet. Oh, Brentford. I think Brentford was 2-0, right? We got away with that.
I think it was 2-0. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I can't. Like defensively, we just don't look good right now. We look more exposed.
No. And, you know, we've said this a few times, and by the way, not Sanchez's best game today at all. Like, his passing was off.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that. His passing was way
like,
off.
I don't think...
Shot stopping and stuff, yeah, his passing was terrible.
Yeah,
I don't think we need to go into a massive tangent about that,
No, we
but
don't.
just in general for this season, you got to feel so bad for him. Again, not his best game today. Needs to fix up on that, and I based on this season, I bet that he will.
We said this in the Discord. If we had kept the clean sheet in games we'd have clean sheets in, where we're supposed to keep clean sheets, you know, these ones from winning positions and stuff that we keep dropping points, brother, Sanchez would be in contention for Golden Glove this season, just based off clean sheets.
Yep.
Like that's ridiculous. So it is what it is. Hopefully, again, the next game is against Arsenal. That's coming up next Sunday. So that's
Sunday.
Another 8 days till the next game. So they have plenty of time to fucking reflect on this shit, rest up, whatever players you got to rest up, but show up to that game. I swear to God. I mean, that's one of those games where if we get a draw, I'm okay with it. But if we fucking lose, we'll like do a preview for it later on in the week. But if we fucking lose,
I'm gonna keep it real.
It's gonna get dark. It's gonna get dark.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. We're getting an L, bro. I'm sorry to say that. There's no bold fraud that used to be tactically adept at facing the top sides now. I'm gonna keep it real.
And that's the part that makes me nervous, but
I hope he goes Juve and gets crashed on though. So
Juve with those kits today? Yeah, nah, not it. That's another L.
I bought that kit, by the way. I've actually bought that kit today.
The prison kit?
That looks pretty cool. That is fucking cool.
Yeah, it looks like yeah, it looks good on you. Specifically you. You belong in prison, mate. That's where you belong.
Are you saying that for a certain reason, Marshall? That we're not aware of.
That was an own goal, bro.
Well, there you go. We're just gonna send you off. All right, I gotta get the fuck off the stream. All right, big up to every single one of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If you haven't already done so, smash up the like. It helps out tremendously on the channel. Be sure to also subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're trying to get to 5K subscribers. So if you could help us towards that goal, I'd really, really appreciate it. We've been growing pretty generously over the last few weeks. So appreciate it if we can keep the momentum going on like Chelsea people. And yeah, I'll be pretty happy. And memberships, there's 4 different tiers starting at 99p. If you are a proper casual and higher tier member, you get a shout out at the end of every show. And that's going to go out to Landry, Sadiq, A. Soliman, EE, and Adrian. Big up to you guys. We're going to be back again tomorrow for the Casually Chelsea show. Plenty of cool stuff to talk about, AI sponsors and all that shit, exactly what Arson's mentioning here. We'll talk about all of it tomorrow. But yeah, guys, we're gonna raid out to our boy Sarcasm City. I think he's talking about the City result right now, so go ahead, copy and paste the raid message, let him know where you're coming from, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Stay casual as always. Have a wonderful night, guys. Oh, and I have a special message for you guys. I have a good ending. I've been looking for this video for forever. Big up Kun Aguero. And you know what? This ending makes sense. This ending makes sense. It'll make everyone.
Good night, guys. Pajita and sleep.
Jerk off. Oh, but he didn't sleep.
Yeah, and sleep.